Welcome to your practice. This will be a short flow for opening up the hips, the groin specifically. We'll start with dynamic stretching, which is what you would want to do before you do any sort of physical activity like a game or whatever, or a sport. And afterwards, I'll finish with some static stretching, which will be a little bit more targeted toward connective tissue, and you would want to do that post-training, because if you lengthen your muscles out too much, you won't get optimum performance from them when you're engaged in that higher intensity exercise. So let's begin in a child's pose. Knees apart, big toes touch, stretch your arms forward, relax your head on the floor. Let's take a deep breath in and a big breath out. Breathe in and out. One more time, big breath in and out. And start to engage your whispering muscles as you seal your lips, working with Ujjayi breath. It's a noisy Darth Vader breath. Connect to your pelvic floor and to your diaphragm. Stretch your hands forward slightly more. And then shift forward to your tabletop as you inhale. Bring the knees under the hips on the exhale. Take another inhale here. And as you exhale, round your spine, come into cat pose. Stretch the back, drop the head, push the feet into the floor, spread your fingers wide, grip with your fingertips. Take an extra breath here. And then take it in the other direction. Drop the belly, lift the gaze, shoulders back, cow pose, just hold here. Take another breath. And then movement to breath, exhale, round into cat. Inhale, arch into cow. A couple more times, follow your breath. And then meet me back in a neutral spine. Stretch your right leg back, your left arm forward, opposite sides. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch elbow to knee, navel to spine. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Reach back out. Stay here, breathe. Lengthen from your fingertips to your toes. Push the floor away. Take another inhale. Exhale back to tabletop. Other side, take your left leg back. Right arm forward. Belly button in, stretch. Push the floor away. Inhale. Exhale, crunch, elbow to knee, navel to spine. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. One more inhale. Exhale. Reach back out. Stay here. Press the tailbone in. Lengthen from fingertips to toes. Breathe evenly. Inhale. On the exhale, release back to tabletop. Now curl the toes under. Step your hands forward about 2 inches. Press to a plank. Shoulders stacked over wrists. And then take it back to downward facing dog. Resist the urge to shorten your stance. And just wiggle it out. Pedaling out the legs, loosening up the hamstrings. Make sure that your fingers are spread. Grip with your fingertips. Soften the knees so you can focus on the spinal stretch. Wrap the triceps in and spread your shoulder blades. Pull your navel in, knit your front ribs in. Feel that stretch through the mid-back. And then ground your heels towards the floor. They don't have to touch. Rotate inner thighs back. Find your even breath again. Now if you feel like you have a lot of weight coming down on your hands, you can put blocks underneath your hands and that'll make this a little easier for you. Just keep that in mind. And then bend your knees and walk your hands back towards your feet. So you come into a rag doll at the back of your mat. Bend your knees so your belly touches your thighs. Let your head hang. Grab onto opposite elbows. Do it the opposite way of how you usually do it. Shift your weight slightly forward. Reconnect to your breath. You can shake your head or sway your weight from foot to foot a little bit. One more breath. And then release. And then walk your hands towards the top of your mat. Come into plank. Carefully lower all the way down to the belly. Just a baby cobra to start. Inhale, lift the chest. Squeeze the elbows in, shoulders back, belly button in. Exhale, release. Let's come up just a little bit higher. Inhale, maybe to about halfway. Exhale, release. About 3/4. Inhale. Exhale. And then to your edge, inhale. Shoulders back. Exhale. Take it back to child's pose. Deep breath here. Shift forward into plank and then into downward facing dog. You can wiggle around a little bit more if you'd like to. And then you may want your blocks underneath your hands here. In downward facing dog, we take the right leg high, stack the hips, open them up to the right. Make sure that your hands are planted firmly. Bend the knee, point the toe. Press the tailbone in, make space in the low back. Push the floor away, take an inhale. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose, round your back, push the floor away. Inhale, take that leg up and back, open it up. Exhale, knee to nose, round the back. Inhale, take it up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, round the back. Place your foot down between your hands. Low lunge, pull your heart forward. Scoop the belly up off the thigh. And then reach your arms overhead on your inhale. Make sure that your back heel is vertical. There's a tendency to kind of press the heel down, which puts pressure on the hip. So let's bring it vertical, get a little bit lower, and then fire up the back leg without overdoing it. We don't want to dump into the low back. Wrap triceps in. Take an inhale. And then exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Turn to your left and parallel your feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend into the right leg in a side lunge. Inhale, back to center. To the other side. Inhale, back to center. Keep the belly button in. Exhale to the right. Keep the shoulders soft. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going. Follow your breath. Last one each side. And then hold in the center. Make sure that your feet are parallel. You might even turn your toes in just a tiny little bit. Place your right hand under your face. Place your left hand on your sacrum. Try to keep your back flat. Shift forward, inhale, and then exhale, rotate to the left. Push the floor or the block away for resistance. one more breath. And release. We'll switch sides. Place the left hand under the face. Shift your weight slightly forward. Right hand to the sacrum. Flat back. Inhale. And then exhale, rotate to the right. Push the ground or the block away. Resist. Strengthen the legs. Turn the quads on. Steady breathing. One more inhale. And exhale, release. Let's walk the hands to the right. So now you're facing the top of your mat again. Step your feet together at the top. Half lift, inhale. Flatten your back. Stretch your spine. Shift forward a little bit. Exhale, fold. Come all the way up on the inhale. Reach up. Look up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Press your hips forward. Be gentle with your neck and with your low back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, meet me back in downward facing dog. You might want your blocks here underneath your hands. And take your left leg high. Stack your hips. Bend your knee, point your toe. Wrap your triceps in. Check in with your hands and make sure that your index and thumb knuckle are rooted down. Inhale the leg higher. Exhale, knee to nose. Weight in the hands. Inhale, take it up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Round and squeeze. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold. Set that foot down next to your left hand. Low lunge. Pull your heart forward. Scoop your belly up off your thighs. Start to come up on your fingertips. Get that back heel vertical. And then rise, arms overhead. Inhale. Tuck your pelvis. Bend that back knee. Get low. And exhale, fire up the leg. Stretch up out of the low back. Wrap your triceps in. Firm the abs. Sit a little lower. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down to the blocks and then turn to the right. Feet are parallel. Take the hips over to the left and to the right. Now if you're starting to feel more open, you can lift the toes of the straight leg so the toes point towards the sky. You come onto the heel. You can take your time here. You can move a little slower. You can move a little faster. You might have a fancier flow that you want to work with. That's fine. And then let's bring it back to center. This time, fold all the way in and bring your hands, you can use your blocks if you need to. Bring your hands over towards your left foot. And then pull yourself in, bringing your forehead towards your shin. And release back to center. We'll switch sides. Left hand grabs the right leg. Your forehead comes towards your knee. One more breath. And release. So we'll turn back to face the top of the mat and step the feet together at the top. Half lift, inhale, stretch your spine. Exhale, fold. All the way up, inhale. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, take it back to downward facing dog. So we'll put that together. Inhale, take your right leg high. Exhale, stack the hips, bend the knee. Inhale the leg higher. Exhale, bring it all the way forward, knee to nose, and then set the foot down. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat and turn to the left. We'll just bend into that left leg. And exhale, come back to center. Turn to the front. And step the feet together. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. All the way up, inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg high, inhale. Exhale, stack your hips, bend your knee, open up to the side. Inhale, the leg higher. Exhale, knee to nose. Foot next to the left hand. Rise to a high lunge on your inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. And then turn to your right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend into that right knee, side lunge, open up the hip. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, turn back to the top of the mat. Step the feet together. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. All the way up, inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. I'm going to add some other stuff onto that. Take your right leg high, inhale. This time exhale, just knee to nose, bring the foot forward. High lunge on your inhale. Rotate to the right, exhale, twist, arms wide. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, open up to warrior two. So wiggle your front foot in. Turn your back toes in a tiny bit. Inhale to star. And then exhale to goddess. Bring your hands to your thighs. Drop that left shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist. One more, inhale. Exhale. Back to center, inhale, rise. Arms all the way overhead. Exhale, parallel your feet and bend into your left knee, side lunge. So arms go out to the side almost like a speed skater. Now you can activate this, arms up. And exhale, or feel free to hold static. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the abs in, the chest up. Last one, bring it up, inhale. Warrior two facing the front, exhale. Whoops, watching myself in the screen, confusing. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reach up and back. And then exhale, bring your hands down to the mat or to the blocks. Now you can either just step back to downward facing dog. You can take a vinyasa if you want to. From down dog, left leg high, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, foot towards the hand. High lunge on your inhale. Twist to the left as you exhale, arms wide. Back to center, inhale. Open to warrior two as you exhale, so spread your stance out longer. Get low in that front knee. Inhale to star pose. Exhale to goddess, so toes out, thighs externally rotated, and again take it side to side. Twist on the exhale. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, rotate the other way. Keep going. Bring it back to center, arms up, inhale. Feet parallel, exhale, bend into your right leg for that skater pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left. Inhale, up. Exhale, right. Keep going. Chest up, abs in. Get low in that knee as long as there's no pain or compression in the front of your hip. Last one. Bring it up, inhale. Warrior two facing the front, exhale. Low in the legs. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, hands to the mat. Take your flow, or just step straight back to downward facing dog. Stretch your spine in your downward facing dog. And then step or float all the way through to a seat. And we'll just get into some of that more passive stretching. First, we'll get into a couple back bends. So lay down on your back. It's always good to open up the shoulders and the front of the hip. Arms down by your sides. See if you can touch your heels. Slide your heels close to your booty. Your feet are hip width, toes forward. Shoulders tuck underneath you. Tuck, curl, lift your pelvis up. See if you can get those shoulders underneath you more. Grab the sides of the mat or interlace your fingers beneath you. Shrug the shoulders down the back. Lift the hips higher. Send the knees forward, puff out the chest. Again, shrug the shoulders down, chin away from chest. One more breath. And then gently articulate your spine down. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh for a supine half pigeon. Tight hips. And then grab a hold of your left leg. It could be the thigh or the shin. Flex your right foot. Close your right knee. Clamp the back of it shut. Line your knees with your shoulders and then pull with your arms. Back away from any pain in the knee. We don't want that at all. One more breath. And then set your left foot on the floor as you grab a hold of the outside of your right foot or your big toe. And then send your heel towards the ceiling, your knee towards the outside or towards the right floor at your side for half happy baby. So if you're having trouble with this, you can always grab the back of your leg. You could hook it in your arm. Use your other arm to hug it in. But again, try to avoid your rib cage, draw it out to the side. And then when you're ready, extend your left leg all the way forward. One more breath. And then extend that right leg up. Interlace the fingers behind the legs somewhere. Could be low or high. You could be using a strap if you wanted. And then pull your leg in, flex your feet, and push your leg into your hands at the same time. So we use reciprocal inhibition to try to trick these hamstrings into letting go. And then relax. And then activate. And relax. One more time, activate, flex the feet, press the leg into the hands. And relax. Good. Now, let's bend that knee and use the left hand to steer the knee across the body for a twist. Right arm out to the side like a wing. Turn your head to the right if that feels okay in your neck. Shoulders on the floor. Bring it back to center. Hug both knees in. And then cross your left ankle over your right thigh. So if you're really tight in the hips, you might end up with your foot on the floor, and that might be enough for you. That might be it. Otherwise, you're grabbing a hold of your right leg, either the thigh or the shin. Flex your left foot. Close the back of your left knee, so clamp it shut. Then line your knees up with your shoulders. Pull with your arms. Breathe intentionally. One more. And then relax. Set your right foot on the floor and have happy baby. So if you cannot grab your foot or your big toe, then just wrap your left arm around behind your leg and use your other hand to hold your arm. And just avoid the rib cage as you pull the knee out to the side and down, the heel towards the ceiling, and then right leg extends forward. Flex that left foot. One more breath. And relax. Extend that leg up. Interlace fingers somewhere behind the leg, low or high. And then flex both feet. Pull the leg in gently and then gently push the leg into the hands at the same time. Breathe. Relax. And then again, activate. You might notice that the leg lets go a little more. Breathe. And relax. One more. Activate. Gentle pulling in as well as pushing away. And relax. Bend that knee. Use your right hand to take the knee across the body for a twist. Left arm goes out to the side like a wing. Shoulders on the floor. Gently back to the center. Hug your knees in. And then extend the legs up. Let's bend the knees. So again, you can grab the backs of the knees or the big toes for full happy baby. Send your tailbone forward and press the back of the neck towards the mat. And then one at a time, maybe straighten one leg. Or you can straighten both legs at the same time. Otherwise, just take another couple deep breaths on this side. And take it over to the other side. Easy does it. One more breath. Bring the legs back to the center, feet together. And bring your feet over your face. And from your core, lift your head and shoulders. Bring your face closer to your feet, maybe the feet to the top of the head or towards it. Either way, you're still getting the benefits. Gently release. Set your feet on the floor, mat with distance. And then drop your knees over to the right. Arms to the sides. Head turns to the left if that feels okay. Gently back to the center. Make sure the feet are wide to the edges of the mat, and then drop the knees the other way. Turn your head to the right, as long as that feels okay in your neck. Gently back to center. And then make sure you have your blocks. You're going to set them up for reclined butterfly. Even if you think you don't need blocks, it's often a lot more supportive, just nicer for the hip socket to support them. So we'll just finish our practice here. So something underneath those thighs again, it's going to keep your hips from guarding. If they can't relax, then we're not really getting the benefits here. We want all of the circulation to be able to get into that joint without stressing it. Shoulders tucked underneath you, palms face up. Or you're welcome to place a hand on your belly and a hand on your heart. It's a nice way to show yourself some love. The chin comes a little closer to the chest to lengthen the back of the neck. Let your breath be natural. Face relaxed. Shoulders relaxed. Spine relaxed. Hips relaxed. Legs and feet relaxed. Strongly suggest you take the next 3 to 5 to 10 minutes if you have it to meditate. You've cleaned all the energetic crud from your system. And now hopefully you can cultivate that awareness of your life force flowing freely through your body. Release your thoughts and allow yourself to feel supported and held, safe, nourished. Thank you for practicing, and until next time.